Hello and welcome to News on National Pilot TV. First, the headlines. End of an era. Shoprite finally closed shop in Ilorin. Details of supplies, woes and debt that crushed the mega shopping mall. How Kwara South youth are confronting the rising wave of insecurity. 2 dead as petrol tanker explode in Kwara. Good day, I am Christiana Oluwo. Now to the news in details. In Kwara, facts have emerged as regards the reason the famous shopping mall, Shoprite, which began operations in Nigeria in 2005, shut down in Ilorin. The retail giant made its entry into the country with a single store in Lagos and by 2020 has expanded to 25 outlets across 11 cities. The Africa's largest food retailer sold its Nigerian operation to a company owned by a group of local investors led by property firm Pasianas Investment Ketron in 2021. The news of the Ilorin outlet closure surfaced a few days ago. A staff member in the bakery section of the mall disclosed to National Pilot TV that the new management struggled to meet up with the standard of supply and stocking of groceries, which resulted in low patronage and eventually the non-payment of staff salaries. Additional investigations by National Pilot TV confirmed that similar shutdowns had occurred in other major cities, including Ota in Ogun State, Ikeja in Lagos, Ibadan, Akure in Ondo, and Enugu. Also in Kwara South, a region once known for calmness and tranquility, has slipped into unsettling darkness. The air that once rang with laughter in market squares now carries whispers of fear. Roads that connected thriving towns have become death traps, and homes that once offered warmth have turned into fortress of anxiety. In just 8 months, over 50 people have been kidnapped, while no fewer than 15 lives have been cut short in the Kwara South constituencies. Amid the insecurity storm, Kwara South youth have risen not with the luxury of choice, but with the desperation of survival. They form vigilante groups armed with Dane guns, cutlasses, and raw courage, standing guard where state security often falters. Just last week, frustration boiled over Eleyin Okeonigmi as angry youth blocked the Ajase-Omuaran Expressway, halting all movement until the cries were heard.
àwọn abẹ́jì àrí wọn báyìí nínú gbọ́tàn bòròró bóyá wọ́n pa bí àrí wọn láti jẹ́ta láti jẹ́rìn láti wá wọn báyìí ó ti tó gbogbo ìgbà náà wọ́n ń gbèyàn lẹ́lẹ́yìn bí owó là ń san ẹlẹ́yìn ìsanlú ìsìn ó ti sú wa o.
Also in Babanla, Oreke, Okeero, Eruku, and Oroago, residents have trooped to the streets to speak of relentless abductions, ransacked homes, and waves of displacement. Families are scattered, futures disrupted, and hope wears thin.
ọ̀rọ̀ ìfẹ́ ló dùn. Kwara South generally àwọn bandits wọ́n terrorize wa gan. wọ́n dẹ̀ fún wa ní sleepless night. kò sẹ́ni tó lè sùn, kò sẹ́ni tó lè gbélé mọ́. wàhálà yìí wá pọ̀ débi pé àwa youth throughout Kwara South à ń try láti communicate à ń pera wa. fídíò tàdé ń ṣe yìí a fi ń pe àwọn alágbára Nàìjíríà tó sínú ìbàjẹ́ kó ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Kwara South tún sunkún, ó ń pa àwọn èèyàn wa, ó ń jí àwọn èèyàn wa gbé. Ẹ ṣàánú wa, ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ o, ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ o.
The story of Kwara South is no longer just statics. It is the sight of young men digging makeshift trenches, to defend their villages, women fleeing with children into the bush at the sound of gunfire, and entire communities waking each day not certain who will be the next victim. These youths are more than victims, they are the last line of defense. Yet, as their blood and prayers stain the soil of Kwara South, only one question looms large. Will the government summon the will to match their courage with meaningful action, or will this corner of Nigeria continue to bleed in silence? Lastly, on our news, 2 persons lost their lives in a petrol tanker accident and fire at Basab village on the Ilorin Details Highway, Moro local government area of Kwara State on Tuesday. The deceased were identified as a tanker driver and his motorboy. The tragic incident occurred at about 3:43 p.m. when the petrol tanker with registration number NSR 966ZQ carrying 30,000 liters of petrol reportedly lost control, veered off the road and overturned, igniting a massive fire. And that's all on our news for today. For any reportage of happenings around you, do call our reporter line on 081-3428-3132. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms at National Pilot Newspaper and subscribe to our YouTube channel at National Pilot TV. Many thanks for staying with us. I am Christiana Oluwo. Have an amazing day.